people lay their heads on their pillows at night and go to sleep and think, something goes wrong, there's somebody's going to come and help me. My name is Jared Womack. I'm the chief of Brooklyn Timberlake Volunteer Fire Department. Back in 1982, I went to a fundraiser at a little small fire department about 50 miles from here and had a lot of fun. I said, hey, this is something I want to give a try. So 35 years later, I'm still doing it. We're all volunteers, so there's 35,000 people that live in just our response area. So they expect somebody to show up when something goes wrong. Pay is zero. You got to be crazy because, somebody's house catches on fire, they run out, we run in. So it's like, something ain't right about that.
Probably the craziest call I've been on here was on 460. A car ran out of the road in a ditch and jumped over another car that was turning on the 460 and landed upside down. That's probably the craziest thing I've ever seen on here.
You don't think a thank you goes a long ways until you're out there at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, pouring down rain, no sleep, stuff like that. And they're like, thank you so much, And they expect us, we're supposed to get paid, but we don't. And close knit of the brotherhood too. Like everybody's got each other's back. Like I could sit down, have a meal, something go on with one of my vehicles or something like that, and I could call one of the guys up here, and they're like, all right, man, I'll be there. It's something you're not going to run into in everyday life.
Like he said, it's an amazing brotherhood. You get into a bind, it's like calling another one of your family members to come give you a hand. Everybody's right there to help each other. So I grew up around it, and I just want to be a part of it. It's a good way to help serve your community.
This is a different group of people up here. We all look out for each other all the time. We have a lot of fun when we do it, and it's a lot of satisfaction in doing something like this.
Why am I a volunteer firefighter? Not a lot of people up here know this, but back in 2000, into 1999, my best friend was killed in a car accident with 1st New Territory of this fire department. And I remember thinking that night that, I wanted to help people. I wanted to be there, to help them and get them through those times, because I was on the bad end of the stick that night and the next day and those few weeks and months and years afterwards. And it took me a couple years, but I came up here and tried to apply. Ended up going in the military. Once I got out of the military, I came back, and I've been on the department ever since I got back in 2007.
Why did I become a volunteer firefighter? Serve the community. I wanted to join the military, but it really wasn't cut out for me. It's like in my family, so I decided to stay home and serve the country and the community from home.
I guess the reason I became a firefighter is actually I'm a 3rd generation firefighter, which means my grandfather, and actually I guess I'm technically 4th because my great-grandfather was a fireman on Long Island. That's up in New York. I'm actually new to Brookville Timberlake. I've only been here, what is it now, Chief, 6-7 months? But I've been running with fire departments for the last 4 years, going on 5 now.
I became a fireman because my father was a fireman. So I've always grown up around it. It's the only thing I've ever really known.
So we try to keep it clean the best we can. Yeah, it picks up that road ground really bad.
And I would highly recommend it. And the reason why is because there's no better feeling when it's someone's worst day. Their worst day in the world, and you're responding to it, and you get a thank you.
And I think everybody should give it a shot. I think everybody should have some sort of public safety, military service, something like that. It makes you put things in life in a lot different perspective. Things that are seen and done, makes you take the little things we have in life less for granted and be more thankful for them.
I would recommend it to people, but I would also say to be on the side of make sure it's something you want to do, because you're going to see a lot of things some things you'll never forget, and you'll have to put your life on the line for your fellow firemen and your citizens, and it's kind of a gut check. You got to make sure you're able to do that, and it's not for the faint of heart.
For a small other fire that already has been put out, residents that live there would like the air checked for a newborn child. Cable clear to
The call come in as a stove on fire in the house, and before we got to the house, they said it was out, but the house was full of smoke. And turns out that their 4-year-old child had put a plastic donut in the oven, and it got onto the burner and, kind of burnt the stove a little bit and smoked the house up. But nothing real major, but, they called, they expected, we showed up. I would highly recommend it to everybody, and the community needs volunteers, without a doubt.